You tuned in to the only station in the galaxy, broadcasting right from Euclid. Whether you're watching or listening, this is Cobra TV, and this is a podcast.
This station is now the ultimate power in the universe.
Thank you so much for coming back to Cobra TV, guys. This is another podcast highlight where I get a chance to sit down and talk to an Xbox One player who has not yet played No Man's Sky. What an interesting conversation and perspective from somebody who has watched the whole situation unfold from launch all the way up until now with the release of the information or the announcement that it's going to be on Xbox. So an awesome conversation here with Jeremy, and I thank him so much for coming on the show and hanging out with us. It was a great time. But before we get into this, let's take a moment and hear from our sponsors.
He was like, yeah, it's going to be coming, but dude, why would you want to buy that? Like, I have an employee trying to talk me out of buying a game. Like, and like, it's weird because I was sticking up for a game that I've never played. Like, I'm like, well,
yeah, right.
Didn't they have updates? Because this is, me listening to you guys on the live stream. I'm like, didn't they have updates? He's like, well, it's still not good, man. Like, I'm like, all right, well, I'll talk to you later then, I guess. Like, I guess I'll buy it through the Microsoft store. So I'm not gonna.
Here, what's going on, buddy? How you doing?
Tell us about your GameStop news.
Okay, so I went to GameStop today, right, to ask. I was like, I wonder if they have any inside info on No Man's Sky's Xbox launch. I walked in there, ruined. And first of all, the lady there, I knew right off the bat when I seen her that she was gonna give me crap about No Man's Sky. For some reason, I had a thought. I go in there and ask. And once I say No Man's Sky, she rolls her eyes. I'm like, are you kidding me? And then she said, I didn't even know it was coming to Xbox. I'm like, don't you work at a game store?
Alright.
Okay, and then she doesn't type in her computer at all. She's just like, we don't have any info on that game. I was like, okay. I was like, don't you guys usually get like info before like other people, because you sell games? She's like, sometimes. And then I'm like, okay, and I start to walk out, and she brings up, that game disappointed me. I'm like, all right, cool. And she's like, the devs lied. I'm like, are you kidding me? We're starting this right now. We're starting this right now.
Jared's gonna throw down, man. Really like, I'll do it.
That's right. You see this vein? You see this vein starting to pop out from his free.
I see Jared walking back in, getting a lawn chair, just sitting there.
The first thing that both employees at GameStop said when he went to purchase it was, are you sure? And he was like, yeah. And they were like, are you really sure though? Both of them were just like, man, the game is, excuse my language, but the game is shit. Like, there's no content, there's nothing driving you to play this game. Like, there's nothing there.
And when we ship the game, not everything will be possible, but this is a game I think we're going to be making for quite a while, even after it comes out.
You have these people that are going to be able to buy this game on Xbox, and they are being actively driven away by people who haven't played this game in the last year. They're going off of this whole idea that, like, Sean Murray lied in 2016, and they're still using that to steer people away from No Man's Sky. And it's an unfair criticism. We have to be louder than the people that are talking about 2016 and driving away potential, new members of our community in the Xbox crowd for something that, one, wasn't true then and is especially no longer true.
Yeah, we got a new call on the show. What would you like to be known, bud?
Just call me Jeremy, man.
Jeremy. Jeremy, is so awesome to have you on the show. Ladies and gentlemen, Jeremy is an Xbox player. He told me through a message here just a few seconds ago. And Jeremy, it's so awesome to have you here, bud.
It's crazy, man. Like, I seen your guys' videos like a few weeks ago and started watching, just hearing all the bull crap, man, going on about the game for so many years. Like, it has me and a lot of people, like, skeptical, but as an Xbox guy, like, I want to take a chance on the game. Just seeing like your guys' what was it, that review you guys did?
Oh yeah.
I loved it, man. Like, but yeah, that I'm just hoping it's, what.
So, what's going on in the Xbox community? I don't spend any too many times in any sort of communities for Xbox. I have been here recently, and I've been seeing really crazy
Thieves stuff is like
things.
really bad right now, man.
Is it?
Like for a game that like everyone was in the betas and the alphas, like you can just sign up and you waited and you know you got in, and if you didn't like it, you shouldn't have bought it. Like, you know, that's what it was, like, really. And like now, since it's in Game Pass, it's $10. Like you spend $10, you can get a Microsoft exclusive game, you know, and they just did a roadmap for it. Like it looks like it's going to be like a service game, like, and a lot of people don't like that word, but
a service game for what?
Sea of Thieves.
Like, yeah, for Sea of Thieves. Like,
okay.
They just did a big roadmap for it. So there's a lot of stuff coming, like in May, and I believe this 2 big expansions this summer. You know, but so many people were calling it like, what's the meme right now? They're calling it Sea of Lies, or you know, just because of the No Man's Lie thing.
No Man's Sea
and all that. Yeah. So, but yeah.
Yeah, I tell you what,
to be on air, but yeah,
it's going to be a hard sell. You know, it's going to be a hard sell for Xbox players. And I got to tell you, it's a great game. There's so many negative videos and negative comments, and I can't understand why.
Yeah, I try not to watch them, man. Like, just from seeing you guys and hearing you guys for the past few weeks, like it made me dig in. Like, I love adventure games, and exploring, and like I buy almost every game that comes out, exclusive, third party, you know, whatever. And just like, you know, Far Cry 5, I haven't even beat the game yet, and I have a lot of hours in it right now, like, because I'm trying to explore everything. So I think with this game, like, it's perfect for me. Like, I'm just hoping it comes before E3. Like, and I heard people talking, like, you know, what if PS4 gets the next update first? Like, I don't know nothing about, like, none of this stuff. Like, that's why I've been watching you guys. Like, I don't know, like, the lore and stuff. So it's kind of hard, you know, to keep up sometimes. But
if you
I don't.
I've made 3 really extensive lore videos that are pre-Atlas Rises. Now, I haven't made any on the Artemis yet, because those are going to be like spoilers for you.
Yeah.
All right. But the 3 videos that I've done, they're not spoilers. It's the lore of the, it's, you know, you have to uncover it. You have to explore the lore. And so that's pretty cool. But if if I remember, I'll send them over to you. But it has a 30-hour story campaign in it. So there's definitely that kind of structure if you want that kind of structure. But I want to ask you real quick, how did you come across the review video?
Just by watching your stuff, man. Like, I typed in No Man's Sky and seeing you, and I think it was a live stream like a few weeks ago, and you guys were talking about it, and I just added you on Twitter, I think, like last week.
Okay.
But yeah, one more thing. I ain't gonna like hold you up, because I'm nervous talking on this stuff, but
so am I. I've been doing this for years, man, and I'm still nervous.
Yeah, but like I don't like this E3, like, you know, console war stuff aside, like between Sony and Xbox fans and stuff, but you know, this is a big year for Xbox, and I think 505 and Xbox, like, I think they knew what they were doing. I don't think they were gonna leak nothing. Like, if this is gonna be big as it's, you know, as they say it's gonna be, I don't think they would have announced it until E3. Like, this E3 is big for Xbox. Like, you know, we haven't had a lot of games come out in the past few years, just like Sony has. You know, the first few years of Sony's lifespan, they had indies and a few, but now they're actually starting to come out with all these great games now. I'm actually thinking about getting a PS4 again, but I think they would have waited if it was coming out past E3. You know what I mean? Like, I think this next update is coming before E3. I don't think why they would spoil it, man. Like, Sean, because if like Microsoft told them not to say nothing, it ain't about spoiling nothing. Microsoft's the one that's probably paying the money to get the game on there. I don't know how that stuff works, but it just don't seem like, oh well, yeah, well, we're gonna say it's coming to Xbox, but then you're gonna have to wait till after E3. Just don't, it would have been a bigger E3 show saying, hey, No Man's Sky, PS4 and PC exclusive. That would have been bigger them saying that instead of some tweets.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what makes me think that that's coming sooner than what people think.
I 100% agree with you. When I saw that the fact that Sean Murray said this was about to leak, I didn't buy that at all.
Yeah.
I didn't buy it. I looked at that like a clever little marketing, clever little way to say, hey, this is coming to Xbox, blah, blah, blah.
That was to get hype build up, and I know you guys say he don't like hype, but I think you need hype with a game right now that a lot of people basically failed, and I see all these people that like talking crap, they don't even play the game. Like when I see you guys play, it makes me want to play the game. But
but a lot of people, they throw that hype word around and they use it in the wrong way. Like every game needs advertising. So the fact
here's
that he
another
tweeted,
thing, the Division, right? That game was the hyped up game. Like that game everyone knew about, and it kind of failed. And player base dropped. But guess what's happening now? Same with Siege. Look at the player base in Siege and the Division right now. They still hype it up now, but I think the big thing is, man, I think it's coming before E3. That's in June. So it's 2 months. Just about. So, when would you guys think it would drop? Like, if they did do it before E3, because I'm telling you, man, that's a big no-no. I think, man, Microsoft would be probably pissed. And sorry, for cussing if Sean Murray and 505 ruined it.
Oh, I understand. Yeah, 100% agree. And I hope you're right. I hope it does come out before E3, or it might be something that's dropped during E3. There's a rumored date that has just been released, June 29th. So that usually placeholder dates are all the way to the last day of the month, and that one's not. So it's possible that that's a true date. There was also a street date that GameStop released of July 24th.
I think I'm done going through them, man. I was telling somebody in the chat, when I found out about you guys, and I called up there because I was in the live stream. I called up, and I know a few people at my GameStop, and he was like, "Yeah, it's gonna be coming, but dude, why would you want to buy that? I have an employee trying to talk me out of buying a game, And it's weird because I was sticking up for a game that I've never played. I'm like, well,
yeah, right.
Didn't they have updates? And because this is me listening to you guys on the live stream. I'm like, didn't they have updates? He's like, well, it's still not good, man. I'm like, all right, well, all right, I'll talk to you later then. I guess I guess I'll buy it through the Microsoft store. Because I'm not gonna.
Right. Wait,
I hate that, man.
Messaged me over Twitter about someone being an employee stopping one of your friends.
I don't think I think I messaged you on Twitter, but I don't think I said something about one of my friends.
Okay, because somebody else is calling in today that's going to be talking about how GameStop tried to talk one of their friends out of buying the game, and that is just ridiculous to me. Yeah, that's you. Yeah, so they tried talking you out of.
Trying to talk me out of basically even purchasing the game. Yeah.
Wow.
And I'm well known in there too. They all know I'm an Xbox guy too, and it just it ain't like that. I hate PS4. I bought PS4 day one. I got over 300 games on Xbox. I buy every game. So it ain't like I don't have games to play. But I sold my PS4 because it wasn't it had games. It wasn't the games that I wanted. But I love The Last of Us, and I've never played a God of War, but that new God of War looks freaking amazing. But
I tell you what,
it was just crazy how he just talked to me, man, like that.
So I got a question for you, man. Did he try to talk you into getting a different game, or he's just like, No Man's Sky's trash, don't buy it? Thanks for calling.
I called basically for that reason, because I seen that place work day too, and I figured if my buddy that I actually liked up there answered, I can actually get some information from him, or because I think it was the first live stream I actually met this great community. It was when you guys were talking about there was they were selling like all of the No Man's Skies from the warehouses, and they were bringing them in for cheaper and all that. It had to be like 2 weeks ago, but I don't know. Somebody heard from their GameStop that they were putting all of them on the shelf and trying to get them out because it is going to be like a new box art maybe and all that for the new one.
Right.
But yeah, that's when I met you guys that day, and that's when I called them and was trying to see if they got more in. I was trying to see if they got more copies in. The guy was saying, because I'm in Pennsylvania. I didn't know, if it was just some GameStops, getting a lot of, No Man's Sky in, or it was just that guy. I just wanted to check. And that's when he was like, well, why are you trying to buy No Man's Sky? I'm like, I don't know. It looks cool, man. Like, I was kind of like salty that it wasn't coming. Yeah, it's everybody. When there's a great game, like, say Forza, for instance, I don't care, what Sony fan it is. If you like a racing game, you're not going to say Forza is garbage. Forza is one of the best, in my opinion, I think one of the best racing games out there.
Mm-hmm.
And like, that's like that, going to Sony console and you calling GameStop, he's like, oh no, man, that's trash. Don't get that game. Like, right. I don't know, man. It's just, I don't know why he wouldn't want me to buy it. Like, it's my money anyways. Like, I'm going to buy it no matter what.
But, you see, you're not the first person. I've been having people tell me all over the place. Who was it? Just Jared actually was. He went in to talk about the Xbox release, and they started talking crap about the game to him as well. And somebody messaged me over on Twitter about how their friend was being talked out of trying to pre-order the game. But yeah, man, it's like this weird thing that these employees are actively trying to stop the sale of this game, and I wonder what kind of impact that's going to have if all these places are doing this and how common it is. I'm actually thinking about doing a video where I go undercover into some GameStops in the surrounding area and talk to them about No Man's Sky to see what they're saying to people around here. And I might actually do that.
I'd watch it.
Yeah, I was reading that message I sent you too. It wasn't about my friend. I was just agreeing with you on some things. This message. If you want me to read it, I will. Like, I suck at reading stuff though, but yeah, I was like, or I'll read some of it. Okay. Since I'm new to your channel and just seeing your video, my theory is the same as yours. But what if the game you and all of the PS4 fans got promised? How some stuff wasn't in the game, and like multiplayer, all that. What if that is actually coming in next? The game that you guys are, seeing at E3 and hearing all these stories from Sean Murray and stuff, and like, what if they just needed more money? Tencent's a big company, and so is Microsoft. So maybe, they fork some money over to get the game finished. Nobody ever knows. And like,
yeah.
And like that live stream, somebody was saying like Xbox fans don't like survival games, man. Like, I love survival games, dude. Like, and a lot of my friends love them too. And like, another thing is, there's been so many times that cross-platform got enabled on Rocket League, and I can't remember the other game that got it done. But it's just by a push of a button. So what if Sony actually, and I hate to say this, get out of their ass and actually let people do the cross, platform? Like, what if there is, because isn't PC and PS4 cross-platform on No Man's Sky?
No.
That would just be cool though, man. If they can just like get past all the bull crap and actually like, this game, is, from what I've seen, is big. And like, imagine having like cross-platform, man, like PC, Xbox, PS4, like that would be awesome, man. And it would be a game changer too. Like, Microsoft, they've been buying, I don't know what companies there are, but like, for their cloud computing and stuff, for like, Crackdown, like a lot of people, and that's a big meme too. But if you watch, the gameplay of, Crackdown 3, I think it was 2015, like that was some crazy stuff that you would see, like how servers interact with clouds and stuff. So like, what if Microsoft would let them use some of that, to make, cross-platform, or I don't know if it would be up to Sony or not, but, probably that would be cool though, if they use some of their technology to actually get it to work.
Right. I 100% agree. 100% agree.
Yeah, but I ain't trying to hold everybody up though, man.
No, hey, people are allowed to hang out on the chat if you want to hang out and just talk whenever you feel like you have something to say. You can stay.
All right, cool. Yeah, I'll stay, man.
Okay, bud.
Yeah, it was good knowing you guys, and just this is a great community, man. Like hearing all the bull crap from like Sony fans and Xbox fans, like I would have never thought a community would be this good, like on PlayStation, just from me hearing all the bull crap that happens with other games. Like this game don't seem like it's like that, man. Like
yeah,
really good community, man.
Yeah, the community for No Man's Sky is pretty amazing. And I tell you what, man, we are so happy that you're with us, and we hope you stay with us, and I hope you enjoy No Man's Sky. And I can't wait. You know, we're in the same boat. We have no idea what we're going to get with next. And so wondering what is next, no pun intended, we're right there with you.
I had to look it up because it was bugging me so bad. You said they're sending Atlas passes out. Then I look, and then it shows you how to get an Atlas pass. So are these Atlas passes like real in your mail, or like? Okay. So there's Atlas passes in the game, right? Okay. That you can get level 1, 2, and 3. Now yeah,
there's
I know
level
that.
4. There's a level 4 one that is part of the ARG that has a certain CSD code that is your identifier. This was where I don't think new people can get it because I think what they already sent out to 10,000 or people signed up and they already printed what they're going to print for the Atlas
so that
passes.
was my question then. So how is it coming to 10 cent and then PS4 or Xbox and not being able to get that Atlas?
Well, this has nothing to do with gameplay.
I think
yeah,
that
it's just for the ARG.
Yeah, it's like them because it's just them showing appreciation for kind of like G1ers, I guess.
Right. I feel stupid now, man. I was like, how are they sending stuff out in real life? I was getting confused, man. All right, it's okay.
Yeah, it's going to be used for the ARG. It's going to be used for puzzling and things like that. It has nothing to do with gameplay. Maybe I should make a little video about that so people understand. And how cool is this that us PS4 players get to live through the launch all over again?
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Excited all over again.